Now, this may come as news to some comic book fans, but back in the late 90s, early noughties, Marvel actually did a vampire trilogy. Now, it's quite a fun trilogy and I enjoy it. So, I thought to myself, let's review that. So, it's probably Wesley Snipes' biggest films that he's ever done, and it's the Blade trilogy. Now, if you've not seen Blade, you're missing out. It's such a fun film. It's gory, but it's not to be taken seriously. It's quite a silly film. And it's brilliant. It's genius. It's about a vampire who, well, half human vampire, might add before I go on any further, who was bitten before his mum had him, and he ends up with all the strengths of a vampire but none of the weaknesses, so that means sunlight doesn't affect him and silver doesn't affect him, and he's on the hunt to kill every single vampire there is to get revenge for killing his mum. Although it's revealed later on in the film that they didn't actually kill his mum and that she's still alive and completely a vampire. So, where does this film start? It starts in a secret nightclub full of vampires where they go to sacrifice a human. Blade comes in and kills them all. Apart from one who I think he just chops his arm off. And that vampire ends up losing his arm like 4 or 5 times in this. Now, I'm sure that also in this one is Udo Kier. Now, Udo Kier is quite a famous German horror actor, and he was going to be playing the role of the person who played the German doctor in the Human Centipede 1 in Human Centipede 3, but that's a long story and it's an old story now. But Udo Kier's been in quite a lot. Check him out because he's quite good in most of the films that he's been in. Some good bonus features in this: trailers, deleted scenes, cast and crew. It talks about that. The special effects, designing Blade behind the scenes in the last 51 minutes they do. The film is nearly 2 hours long, which is exceptionally long for a comic book film back then. And for me, I think this is what set the idea of X-Men going off before. So, without this, there might not have even been X-Men. Probably the funniest one of the trilogy, and it's such a fun film. What do I have to give it? 9 out of 10. It's one of Marvel's best films, one of Marvel's violentest films. It's also the first Marvel film to be an 18. I enjoy it very much, and I recommend it if you're into vampire films or comic book films.